I think this is the fastest startup we've ever had.
I never come fast. Never.
Neither do I. But this is the fastest setup for the podcast I think we've ever had.
It's not down to the engineer though.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, you found the on button.
No, I found the set up the fucking thing properly.
Button.
No. The wires are like
So you basically you brought the whole thing back yesterday and you put it back together properly rather than the hash fucking shit that you had before. It's all good now.
Instead of the mix up.
This sound is quite good. It's like very yes.
Very crisp.
Yes, it sounds good.
I've been practicing.
Yes, we heard in Oshawa.
We heard in Oshawa?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's fine. You're okay. You forget that joke. You're good.
Shut up.
No, it's
fucking hot in Oshawa.
It's hot everywhere. I've seen the memes that's been up there, and it's been quite tremendous. Where one it showed the Earth and then the sun, and then it went Ontario in the middle, and fuck me, dude, it is hot and humid. Humid.
Oh, you have no idea, bro.
No.
We yesterday we did the unleashed version of the show, and we literally moved the fucking studio.
Yeah, you were saying
to an air conditioned because there was no way it'd be like fucking.
You don't have AC here. Or you have an AC unit.
We have a unit, but it's a special one for my dad because it doesn't use the Freon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But the thing is, that those ones are so expensive that we can only really just afford that one.
I get it.
Mind you, downstairs in my apartment is not that bad at all.
Well, no, it never is when you're downstairs. It's always cooler.
I have one little fan like that I have right here beside me. And
of which you got firing it onto yourself, and I've got fuck all on me. I'm just sweating like a twat.
Well.
Fuck.
A wet twat is a good twat, no?
Well, that's what they say.
Yeah, so you're okay then.
Yeah. I am, yeah, completely.
No, I have one of those downstairs that keeps everything pretty fucking cool and calm, collective. So how you been the last 2 weeks? Because we had a misunderstanding last week.
Yes, we did. We had a complete misunderstanding, but that's fine. What the fuck?
You thought that we were going to cancel the...
No, I thought this show was cancelling because you were going to concentrate more on the Unleashed version. So
no,
And I need to borrow your car, by the way. I need to borrow your car.
When?
I don't know. Probably maybe next week. I'm not sure. But I need to borrow your car because I need to show Taja the difference between the manual and like the obscurity of an automatic, where you just press the fucking press the accelerator.
I don't have automatic.
Don't you have? Yours is manual. Yours is a standard.
Mine is Triptronic.
Oh, it's the same fucking thing. The same fucking thing. I can't remember. I think Oh, fuck me. Who was it?
It was probably me.
No, it wasn't. It was Jen. Jen. She asked me to go pick somebody up, and she says, "Oh, my car. It's a Triptronic. You can drive that." And I looked at her really, really like, "Are you fucking serious?" Like, I've been driving standard since I learnt to drive. Do you know what I mean? But this one, it was. Well, she said, "Well, you can have it in full automatic, or you can have it where you're changing gears." And I'm like, "Okay." So it's just like tap, 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 going up, and then down, down, down. Yeah. I'm like, that isn't changing fucking gears.
It does it anyways if you override.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's just an easier way to like learn how to do standard.
But it isn't. That's the whole point, because you're not playing around with the clutch. That's one of the things that she's finding. She's looking at it and she's going like, okay, so how she's perfected it today, actually. The clutch, how she's supposed to change the clutch, how she's supposed to change the gear and use the clutch. But automatic drivers, I just don't get them. I fucking hate automatics. Absolutely fucking hate them.
You should have seen a fucking Momo here today. Almost get T-boned by an ambulance.
Oh, okay.
I just hate drivers in general. Like, I get it. Sometimes I go fast.
Oh, sure. No. No.
Well, according to you, I'm a fucking speed demon. But,
Oh, you're fucking crazy.
but the thing was that, even with my loud music, I'm aware of, like, sirens and, like, all that stuff, right? We're sitting at the red light. I could hear the sirens of an ambulance from the other side of the plaza as it's coming towards us on the Dixon, right?
Yeah.
The light goes green, and the ambulance is coming to the intersection. The guy just goes through. Just whatever. Doesn't give no fucks given.
No.
And not even like a fast, like, oh my God, I forgot. Like, I didn't hear you. I got to get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
Just nonchalantly looking at the fucking ambulance, like, whatever, hit me. I don't give a fuck. I was like, you fucking idiot.
Probably driving an automatic.
Oh, yeah, it was a fucking Chevy. That's the other thing. I find most people, especially in Oshawa, when they drive a GM, they think they're entitled.
That's come to an end now, though, has it not?
I think it's like we're keeping them alive still.
No. I can't understand the car sales of GMs in Oshawa. I can't. If you buy a car in Oshawa now, and it's a GM, why? Scum.
Listen, I told you I gave up on GM. It'd be almost 10 years now. When I see what my brother had to do for a fucking modulator, I was like, you fucking kidding me?
Well, no, they're crazy. That's the same with any car now.
No,
really,
man.
really
Hondas. My brother's worked on Hondas. For anybody who knows my brother, he's a fucking huge like car nut, right? And all he's done is worked on Hondas. Everything he's ever said to me is like, everything makes sense. If your heating blower goes off, right, because you need a modulator, it's under the dash where the heater's supposed to be, right? Not like I used to drive Grand Prix all the time, right? Grand Prix GTs. Literally, under the fucking passenger side, under the airbag, I could literally put two 12-inch subwoofers under the dash of the car, right? There was enough room in there.
Yeah.
The blower motor goes, and I need to switch the modulator, which is like a little pin, like a box pin.
Yeah.
Right? You'd think it'd be like right beside it. Like, just open it up.
No.
There you go. No. Under the drive shaft, on the other side of the car in the corner. My brother has to get into the driver's side, upside down.
Yeah.
4 hours to get to it. It took him because he had to, like, swivel his way, make sure he could fit, and this and that. Instead of Honda's, like, 10 seconds, here you go, pop in, out, and we're done.
Well, no, because I really don't understand how they design the interior of cars, but I do know that if you import a car from Europe, say, and you bring it to North America, you've got to change the whole wiring loom on the car.
Yeah, because the different...
Because of what the fuck, dude? Here? Fucked. Totally. What? That doesn't make fucking sense. None. The wiring loom's here? Fuck off. No.
The one that bugs me is the blinking light. I don't understand that.
Indicator?
Yeah, in the States you don't like. I've seen cars from the States, they don't have them.
Oh yeah.
Like, that looks way better. I don't understand. It's something that irritates me. All it is they hit the light. A lot of the cars in the States, they just hit the light and it goes solid. So you know it's coming, like they're going to turn.
Yeah.
Instead of like that blinking. I don't know why it bugs me so much. Why can't we just have solid lights?
Well, it's the same as that shitty fucking Ford, whatever, really supposed to be a super duper car. Fuck. Got a horse on it.
Oh, the Mustang.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, yeah, and it's got the lights like go like dee.
Yeah.
Dee, and I'm like, why?
No, and they say that's European.
They say that's European.
The last.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of they're saying like if you go to get the stores, like the last at least 10 years. First of all, anything with circle lights, right? On a North American car are called Euro lights.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because they say that they've been taken from the style of the European cars with the circle lights.
I don't.
You know,
No.
I was like,
No.
I think I can think of 10 cars that don't have circle lights.
I can think of a lot more.
Yeah,
Fucking
but
a lot more.
But you're from Europe, so that
Yeah.
would make sense that you could think of more.
None whatsoever. No.
I could think of 10 off the top of my head.
No.
And they're like, well, these are cool Euro
But
lights.
there again, in North America, even I mean, and I'm not saying that all North Americans are stupid, but they do have this horrible tendency of listening to marketers and advertisers way too much, because they can slap literally. I'll tell you the story. Just remind me. Just say Eastside Mario's, and I'll tell you the story today. But it's like anything from Europe, and they can put on like this cow was bred in Alaska, and it was slaughtered in Alaska, and then the hide comes from Alaska, and everything about this hide or whatever, and then it's made into a handbag. Unfortunately, but whatever. It's made into a handbag. Excuse me. And then the little clasp on it that the woman opens and does.
Whatever.
Sorry, but I'm just fucking useless when it comes down to shit like this. But there, so they open that. There's like European style, and then they put European style on this fucking thing, and they're talking about the clasp. They're not talking about the whole fucking bag. They're actually talking about the clasp.
Yeah.
But they just have to put it on European style because of that, and people buy it in droves because they think it's a European thing. And then you're like, what the fuck? We've never seen that in Europe.
Because we I think I can speak of it because I'm a second, like my dad's first, I'm second generation here, right? I think what it is that I've noticed, especially with the Italians, they send the shit here that they don't sell over there. And you're laughing.
No, I believe it. To
right?
Be true, yeah.
Dude, if it wasn't for like, what's his name, winning those Oscars, Roberto Benigni over there a couple of years ago, we'd still be having shitty Italian movies.
Yeah.
We literally get the shit they don't watch or want or anything else. They're like, ooh, Italy.
Yeah,
Italian, beautiful.
But this is the thing. Well, I was taking her to work today. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah,
but
no problem.
I was taking her to work today, and we went round. We got a coffee, so we swings round and all this, and there it is, Eastside Mario's. A little bit of Italy in every bite, and I'm like, no, that is complete 100% bullshit.
Yeah, it's
complete. It's an American fucking thing. Completely
it's
American.
Italian.
No, that's it.
Bite.
Yeah, no, don't fucking lie. But they do. That's the whole thing, and they get away with it. And you look at it. It's just. Have you ever been to Comic-Con? Have you ever been there?
No, I've never. I always wanted to go. But
You should go. You should go. It's a really, really good experience. But when you do go, the fucking advertising, dude. Even the handrails on the escalators, advertising on them. It's every fucking where. Absolutely fucking everywhere.
I'm not surprised.
But it's like, wow.
I mean, I don't mean to take the wrestling spin on this.
Oh, of course.
But this is what I know, man. I mean, like in a couple of weeks, SummerSlam's in Toronto, right? Which is like a huge deal. It's like the second biggest show next to WrestleMania, which obviously you don't know either or. But trust me, it's the second biggest show of the year
in their particular
in their genre, of course. But because they're having it in Toronto, every small promotion is having a show. Literally, I can probably watch 2 wrestling shows a night from Thursday, from when we get off that week, just say, to the next Wednesday. 2 shows a night. Because they just want to dump off and advertise off the WWE and try
Of course. Yeah.
So I get the idea, because like even when you go to the WWE shows, you can bombard it with like different fucking. It's almost like you're collecting cards. It's just like, oh, come to this show, and then by literally some nights I come home with like a stack of 20 or 30 different fucking shows that come to this, come to that, just because they're trying to bump off the WWE. So I get that. I kind of get the idea of what you're trying to say.
Well, there's no trying it. I mean, it's true. I mean, completely. It's just wall-to-wall advertising.
And I find in North
America,
it's a lot bigger. The advertisement, like everything has to be like. I see commercials from Italy, right? And they're not like, hey, I'm so and so, and I'm buying this. Like I enjoy I don't know, whatever, Nutella,
Yeah.
Buy Nutella or something. It's just they'll have someone famous, but it's not like he's trying to sell the product. It's more of like,
But the thing I find with European commercials is they just have actors. I mean, if they want to promote something massive like Nike Airs or whatever, they'd have probably a sports person on there. But for the rest of the time, you just see like ordinary actors, making commercials. And that's
yes.
it.
And I also noticed that the Nike commercials in Europe and in Italy and stuff are a lot more dramatic than the ones we have here.
Really?
Oh my God, I enjoy those. If I had Nike commercials like that from here, I'd be buying a lot more Nikes, bro.
Wow.
There's one where like all the soccer players are playing Satan and his devils.
Oh, I've seen that one. Yes.
What a great fucking commercial!
Yes, I've seen that.
By the end of it, I'm like, I want to buy Nikes.
Yeah.
I want to kick the shit out of the devil, bro.
Yeah.
But
then again, if you look at, and coming on to the religious aspect of things, it's like with things like that, you could also go. The barriers in Europe are very, very, very low now. Excuse me, where they're very, very low. It's a matter now that in the whole of Europe, you're looking at religious uptake as being 20% now, as in comparison to where, and you think that's where the main religion came from and everything else. But like in Europe, just people don't give a fuck about that shit anymore. They really fuck it. Who cares?
I don't think they really did anyways.
What do you mean?
As far as I could ever remember, I think instead of being at church on a Sunday, they hitting 100,000 people at the soccer game.
Well, I think that was the case after, if you look from the late 1800s, when most of the teams emerged as professional teams. Then I think that it did change. The religion of sport began, whereas the religion of religion was there anyway. But it changed massively. But before that, you still had this massive uptake of people, being indoctrinated at home into whatever religion mum and dad was, and then they went to their good old churches and got shagged and did whatever when they went there, and it was all this perpetuation of keeping the priests on a high note, or vicars, or whatever you want to call them, pastors. They're all these high-end people. Now nobody gives a fuck. Whereas at one time you used to, this is the priest, you'd be respectful and all that. It's like, you're talking shit, fuck off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I, not to try to get on a religious kick, but I've been reading the Bible lately. I'm starting to interpret my own shit now, which I've never done before. I've just kind of gone with the fucking flow, like whatever. I'm starting to fucking just run on my own trip. Like I'm just like
it's an interesting book.
Because when you read stuff about Jesus, and he's like, he didn't even want to go to temple, and he's trying to say we don't have to. And I'm like, wait a minute, if we don't have to, and Jesus is our savior, supposed, right? Why the fuck do I gotta go on a Sunday?
Exactly.
And if he didn't want money to be transferred on the property of the temple in God's name, then why the fuck am I giving you money in that basket every week?
Exactly, completely.
And I'm just like, damn, man, you mean the time I can just sit at home and pray to God and I'm good?
But that's one of the things. Should you be a religious person? I mean, I know I do joke around and I do play up to it a lot. But the thing is, I don't give a flying fuck. If you believe in something, you believe in it. I don't give a shit. But one of the things I like to say that I've gone through it and I've read the Bible, and I've read the Talmud and I've read them. So as reading them, I understand the text that they're coming from, and then I can begin to question somebody who's like, you should believe in this, you should believe in that. Fuck off. What about this is what it says here? This is what it says in the Talmud. This is what it says in the Bible. Now, if you're telling me about the fucking dragons and the fairies and everything else in the Bible, then by all means, like, come back at it. But they don't, because that's the thing that they don't want to tell you about. They don't want to go into the mythology and things such as that, where they just want to tell you about this. Oh, come to church and they give us your money, because that's really all they're after. They want your money. They don't give a flying fuck.
Well, dude, like I told you, like the charm that I had that you broke.
Yeah.
It cost me more to have it blessed than it was the actual chain.
It was fucking stupid. It's all down to money, dude. It's all down to money. And
which sucks. And according to Jesus, I could just went, bless us in God's name. Okay, I did it. Whatever.
Yeah.
And
no.
I don't know. I think I've come up with the perfect way to believe in God. I think I have. I really think I did.
Okay.
I told you, listen, because you're going to keep saying, no, he's not alive, but I'm like, at the end of the day, as long as you don't hurt anybody else or me, I don't give a fuck what you do. Okay? You want to have orgies at your house, you want to have a sex change, you want to have, smoke all the dope you want. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I don't care what you do in your house, in your area, you do it. As long as you're not hurting, like you're not getting drunk and then getting in a car and hitting somebody or me or my family. Get drunk, I don't give a fuck. Just don't get in that car, right?
Well, of course, yeah.
Yeah. Now, whatever it is that you do, whether it's me watching wrestling, whether it's gay Bobby fucking another guy.
Well, no, he doesn't do that.
Or getting fucked by another guy, whatever. Whatever it is, right? Or even being like, even Cal and Megan, like in an interracial thing, right? Because some people say, "Oh, you shouldn't do that either," right? Or you and Tasia for that matter, right? I don't give a fuck, bro. You're happy, Cal's happy, Megan's happy, Tasia's happy. We're good.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, if it is a sin, and there's a God, right? When you go up to wherever heaven is, then you guys can discuss that. You know what I mean? Until then, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to bother with you.
But it's the same. It's the same thing. And we've had. I'm sure we must have had this conversation before. I mean, the thing is, it's all about money and power. It's not about this mythical being in wherever.
And exactly.
It's truly just about money and power. That's all it is.
And I've always fully said that a lot of my beliefs is just to help me with death, because when I started,
I know, but I mean, this is where I get where you're coming from, because it eases your passage from this very limited existence to the existence.
I got
you know what I mean. I get that. That's okay. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? No, no. It's no harm, no foul.
Yeah.
Toodaloo. Bye. See ya. That's cool. But what annoys me. It's the same thing. It's the same thing that you have with the hoarders of money, the billionaires, the trillionaires, or whatever you want to call them. That now. But it's the same. It's the power aspect of it. It's how much power you derive from that to control people, to make them give you whatever they need from you, instead of literally allowing people to get on and live life and maybe have little kids and just, watch them grow up and be happy, and let's all work together as a community to make things slightly better for everybody in such a way that's beneficial to the whole community. That's what I believe in. Now, when you have these mega churches and then you see people like fucking Olsen. Have you ever watched that fucker on TV? You should watch him.
I've heard of him.
Oh, fuck me. This guy, watch him.
He's got a channel on the Sirius XM. I've heard of him.
I don't know. I don't really listen to him. I just thought, something, if I'm going to make a comment about this guy, I really do need to watch what this fucker actually does. And I watched it. It was an hour, and I think it was about an hour and 14 minutes.
You're talking about Joel Osteen?
Yeah, that fucking piece of shit. Slime bastard that is.
Who literally bought the stadium for the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, right? And I'm watching this fucker, and I thought, you are the biggest fucking carpetbagger going. You piece of slime.
Oh yeah,
How he extorts that money from those people, and his big fucking grin on his face, thinking, "There you go. I'm the next thing to fucking Jesus." And he's stood there and he's brandishing the Bible and he's giving out all these like, oh man.
Oh, I know.
And there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people there listening to this fucking brigand, and he's like,
dude. And the thing is,
what?
He's this year's or this generation's new Jimmy Swaggart or Jim Baker.
Yeah, I've looked at them as well. I've looked into them. Oh no, I did. I looked into them, and Pat Robinson.
Well, yeah, he's at the 700 Club.
He's fucking nuts. Dude, that guy is out of this. He's raged as fuck.
Yeah.
Gone. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know how he stays on TV.
I'm no word of a lie. I watched the video and I thought, whoa, wait a second. No. This is like Borat. You know what I mean? This guy is basically an actor that's pretending to be, this evangelical person. And like, it's got to be comedy. So then I rewatched it with that comedic head on. You know what I mean? I'm looking at this thinking, okay, yes, yeah. And I'm like, no.
He's legit.
This guy's legitimate.
Since I was a kid. That show's been on every day since I was a kid.
And I was, what the fuck?
I can remember Pat Robertson from 5 years old. At least 5. And I'm 40.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's been on every day saying that shit.
I mean, the guy is just pure bigotry.
Dude, have you heard
pure?
The lady be like, someone will call in, and I've seen some of the stuff. Just, I try to find personal funniness to it, because it's just, my thing is, I don't understand how he stays on TV. How someone like me with my sense of humor would be banned in 30 seconds.
Yes.
And this guy, where it's like, my son likes to play with dolls. Mr. Robertson, what do I do? And he's like, you see, the fucking Jews have started all of this problem. Everything is the fucking Jews. And I'm like, Jesus was a fucking Jew. What are you fucking saying, man?
Yeah.
And he's just like, and what you gotta do is pray to God that the Jews don't come in your house because they're devil people, and teach your son to play with dolls. And I'm just like,
no.
How the fuck did this guy stay on TV?
I don't know.
And it's always like that.
Yeah.
Mr. Robinson, these black people, they're bullying my son because he's white. What do I do? The fucking Jews have allowed the blacks, because they control the media, to have power over the white man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? Are we like?
Oh yeah, yeah. I was literally sat down, and if I could have sat down further, then I would have done, because I was just.
Am I pretty right on?
Oh fuck yeah, yeah. I mean, he was talking about there was the hurricanes and the floods, and yes, we shouldn't help the people in Haiti because that's all down to gay people. And I was like, what? Where do you get the crossover from? All these people that's needing genuine help, genuinely help. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then you go like, oh, it's because this guy in Philadelphia fucked another guy, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, or like the New Orleans, like the hurricane and the floods.
Yeah.
And he's just like, well, the Jews control the weather, and the Jews, although we can agree on one thing, is that homosexuality is not right.
No.
So because the gays are fucking each other in the ass, the Jews control the weather.
And it was them that sent the hurricane.
And just to prove that God doesn't like homos. And I'm just like,
I know.
Shut the fuck up.
No, but this opened up a new comedic viewing point for me. I mean, I find religion hilarious anyway. I really do. And I find religious people hilarious. Absolutely.
Well, you know how much I find them
Right.
hilarious.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about this. And then they begin talking to me. I'm literally turn them inside out, upside down, and everything else. And then they finally walk away because eventually they get to the point that all I'm doing is fucking with them. That's it. That's all I'm doing with them. Because and this is how bad I am, right? And to any religious people out there, I don't give a fuck. That I will pull them in so much as if I'm about to convert, as if there's going to be this revelation of this sky opening up and turning gold. Do you know what I mean? Will Rose is now a fucking Christian, and then God's shining down, say, "Oh, wonderful, praise be," and all this sort of. I do that to them until the degree, and then I'll bring up something about why do you murder children? Why do you allow children to be put into foster care? Why do you allow paedophiles keep a child? Why do you do this? Tell me. You explain, and then I will convert. And I do all, and of course, that's the only thing they ever say. It's God's will. Well, it's God's will for you to fuck off away from me. And they don't like it because then it's like, well, we've invested so many time. Well, guess what? The time I'm talking to you, or the hour that you're now talking to me, you haven't knocked on those 15 to 20 doors and disturbed those people wanting to eat. Then I've done them a fucking service. Do you know what I mean? That's all I look at it. Like, go fuck off.
Again, that just goes to my point of like, listen, I may believe in God, I may do it. You may not agree with the way I believe in God, but it's my thing. I'm not gonna push it on you.
No, I don't give a fuck about that. That don't matter.
But I just hate people that push their shit on other people.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't feel comfortable. I just. And that, like, the guy, like Pat Robertson, Jim Baker, all those guys. And everyone, and again, it's like the fucking Jews. And I'm like,
but I don't get. You see, the thing is, look, this year, I don't know if these fucktards have ever really worked it out, but this year that we are now in is 2019. It's 2019 years we've had this calendar. So as we've had this, well, not this particular one. This is the new calendar, but anyway, it's 2019. These fucktards still keep going. You are going to hell if you don't conform to this. Like, dude, I'm not scared of hell. I'm not scared of hell.
We survived a week in this. If this is like we've already been in hell, bro.
I've just felt the fucking heat in Ontario. Why the fuck would the hell fucking bother me?
Yeah, like right now at this point, I'm like, a week in Cal Tire in this heat, I'm good in hell, bro.
It's crazy. I mean, seriously crazy. Because if you look at the way that these people. Again, comedic thing, and this is why I can laugh so easily at them now. Is they're condemning these people to hell. They say all gay people are going to hell. All gay people are going like fuck off. They don't give a shit. It's like, have you seen that meme with the chimpanzees? There's three. There's one chimpanzee talking to the chimpanzee and says, "You're going to hell. People like you are going to hell," and then. The second one is, the question is, who are the people in heaven? And there's people like me. And then you go down to the bottom, I prefer to go to hell then. Because you want to be with people like you. Who,
dude.
That's where I want to go. I want a party time, dude. I don't want to be fucking there playing the harp and doing all that shit.
Like
fuck off.
Dude, listen, my mother's been dead almost 10 years. The way she lived her life, I'm pretty sure she's in hell. I mean that in a bad way.
Well, there isn't a hell or a heaven, but it doesn't.
If there was, the way the Bible is, my mom should be in hell. She was a partier.
Bible thumpers. I don't think it's true because the way the texts were converted. When you look at I'm sure we've spoken about this. The King James Bible was the first. Basically, that was to indoctrinate the people to love the King even more, rather because he's a deity, or he's the next thing down from a deity. So what you've got to do is, like, the King James Bible is the be all and end all, and it's so full of mistakes in translation because as they translated it early in the early stages. And then we say, no, you can't put God above the king. You can't do that because if you do, the king will cut your head off. So what you have to do is you have to make it so the wording is such a way, because this was like people were beginning to read. You know what I mean? They had that stupid thing where actually people were intelligent enough to to comprehend exactly what that word means.
Yeah.
So they were like, okay, we'll do this, and then okay, we'll do it. So what about Hades? No, we've got to make it so that if the king says you're going to this place, then it has to be so horrific that the people are terrified. And as they're terrified, what happens then is they will conform. So let's get them to fucking conform. Poor bastards didn't leave in today with the heat like it is. Do you know what I mean? They said no straight away. That's fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? Complete garbage. So well, let's make it so instead of like Hades or a place of slumber until whatever, then we'll make it this horrible place that's like all your worst fears are all down there, blah blah blah, and then we'll make this wonderful silver place up there. If you like do what the king say and do what the authorities say, then your reward in your afterlife will be up in this yeah. You can go up there and you can walk around and bounce around on the clouds and say hi and do all this wonderful.
And not even that. The worst thing about it doesn't even. The translation doesn't even like meet up to today's standards.
No.
Now it's like,
oh my god, no.
Harps and clouds. Fuck that. I want rock and roll and hip hop.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
going down there, man.
Which room am I going in? Yeah. What the fuck?
I don't want harps and fucking clouds.
But this shows you, and again, it's a discussion that I've been having with a few people. Is understanding whether you believe in it or not, that's entirely up to you, but it's understanding white privilege, and it's seeing how it comes across in that, you know, it's if you look at like all these guys, what's their skin color? Do you know what I mean? The vast majority of them, they're men in the late Middle Ages, and they're all white, so they want to perform this control aspect and keep it the same way, because they don't want these people coming through, these liberals coming through and saying like, oh, let's all be equal and things like, and like, no, don't do that, because we are white middle-aged men, so we need to be at the top of the pile. And it's literally go fuck yourself, because they're trying to terrify everybody. And no, I think people are now, they're waking up, especially from the neoliberal aspects from the late 70s, 80s. Young people are now really waking up, because now they're getting to that point, and this is including religion, where they're saying, you know something? There's nothing in front of me anymore. Nothing. I can't afford a house. And the rents are going through the fucking roof. Have you seen the latest one that they did in Canada? You need a minimum of $22.
Yeah, to get
a minimum to get a one-bedroom apartment to afford that.
Yeah,
that's fucking scary. And young people are staying at home with mum and dad, and it's no longer a joke that you have the person staying at home who's downstairs in the downstairs apartment with their parents, or the basement's been made for them because they can't move. They literally can't. They can afford to give mum and dad maybe $400 or $500 a month, but they can't afford to get their own place. They can't go out and get there. And then what you've got is all these people now rooming together. And how many times have we seen it where we have our Facebook friends and things such as that? They're saying, okay, looking for a new roommate, or looking for to roommate with somebody else. And then you're having buildings where people are paying $400 just for a fucking bedroom.
That or fucking like
crazy.
A dump. Like I love John. I'm not saying his house was a dump, but like I wouldn't pay what he's paying. The roof's caving in.
But you've no option, because you have people such as your good friend Mr. Ford. You've got him taking away all like he's now. Yeah, sure, that's fine. But then he's turned around and said, right, what we're now going to do is we'll say to landlords, right, you can charge what the fuck you want. There's no controls on new tenants anymore. They can just charge what the fuck they want. And believe it or not, that's exactly what they are doing. You look at some of the rents out in fucking Bowmanville, it's fucking insane.
I did find one in Ajax. It was like $3.98 a month for a basement apartment.
It's fucked.
I know, dude. I think I sent that to you. Didn't I send that to you?
No, I don't think so.
It was in Ajax. The guy wanted $3.98 for the month.
3,098.
No, $398 a month.
A month for what?
For like a full downstairs.
That's cheap.
I know. That's why I was like, "What the fuck is the catch?" I wanted to send you there to see what it was. What was the big deal?
There's got to be a massive catch there. And that must
Very
be
large
per person.
Very large furnished basement.
How many bedrooms?
For rent from March. No one's even taking it. Only first and last month required. Ajax. Asking price $380. I'll send that to you right now.
Please do, because there is a catch in that. There's no way that anyone.
And I looked at the pictures. The house looks nice.
Is that 300? Not 380,000.
No, dude. I'm telling you. Look.
But I'll look at it without a doubt. But that just no. It doesn't. It doesn't seem. No.
That's what I thought. I was like,
nah.
I'll take that for $380.
I'd snap that up in a fucking second. If it was $380 a month.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck.
I'll take it.
And I mean, it's whichever way. It's crazy. It's laughable. This whole world, as we're sitting in it now, is completely laughable. And I can understand why you have people like Jeremy Corbyn, who's like he's nowhere near as left wing as I am, but he's left. He's not this centrist fucking bullshit. He's left wing. And then you have him coming through, and people are flocking towards him. I mean, they've now the Labour Party in the UK have just taken, I think it's a 6-point lead for the next general election in the UK, which gives them a really big majority in Parliament. But there, and you look at the NDP, you look at the people who are swinging towards the NDP in Canada, because of the policies they're bringing through. And they're very straightforward, simple, common sense policies. And it's not difficult. But you have your Doug Fords and your Andrew Scheers and people like that thinking let's make it easier for another billionaire to become a multi-billionaire. It's just like fucking stupid. It really is fucking stupid.
Whatever. I was still on the religious kick, but now you want to talk about Doug Ford.
No, fuck him. I really don't want to talk about him.
You want to hear my complaint? I'll give you a complaint. You want my politic complaint of the week?
Political complaint?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's coming from the city of Toronto.
Really?
Not that it's a surprise lately.
No surprise there.
But the mayor there, Tory.
John Tory, yeah.
You have roads that are falling apart. People shooting each other on top of shooting each other.
Yeah.
Stabbings multiple nights a week.
Yeah.
There are times a night.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Right? And you're worried about how loud a car is?
Oh, what?
Didn't you hear that?
No.
He had this big fucking press conference. We're going to go after the guys with loud cars and their stereos and their exhausts. Why don't you do something about the people that fucking shooting each other in the middle of the road?
Well, that means I think you've got to look at the political determination on that. Is because if I may, would it be a matter that the people who are arming themselves and shooting each other are non-white people? So why would they really give a shit? Why would John Tory and the Tories give a shit about people like that? They won't. Because they're not of the white middle class background, so who gives a fuck? But the white middle class background, that's what you've got to understand, Dom, is what they're then saying is, my God, he's waking me up on a night because of his vroom vroom. And it's making so much noise. So you going down with your hip hop blasting the way that you do, and you're going to this white middle class area. Then this little fuck. You've had this actually at work, where somebody of a white middle class background has said, "Well, this is ridiculous. Does it have to be that loud?" Like.
Yes,
sure,
but
but that's the whole thing. That's what you've got. That's what you've got to fight against. That's the barrier that you've got to break down. It's just like, dude, yeah, my music's loud. So if it's loud and it's like pissing you off, why don't you come to me and say, okay, can you just drop it down a few notches?
Which I would have.
And which is like being a pleasant person. But no, you have these fucking infantile old people go into John Tory and say, well, that music was so loud, we need to have legislation to make it such and such. And then the cops come along and there's two guys killing each other over the road. But yes, sir, I have to give you this ticket because your music's too loud and your exhaust is going vroom, vroom. That's exactly the way that these white people want things to happen. And it's fucked.
I don't get it.
Neither do I. It's fucked.
He had like a grand fucking like this grand fucking press conference.
Of course.
Like it was like the great. You know, I think it works in circles. They did this about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Where they cracked down on the exhausts and the fucking stereos and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
The year after that was dogs. It was the Bulldog Man.
Yeah.
And then the year after that was something else. I can't remember. But now I think they've run out of shit.
And now they're coming back in.
We're going back the other way.
Yeah.
Next year we're going to be, I'm telling you, mark my words,
It'll be dogs.
we're going to be talking about dogs.
Yeah. But that's why it's so laughable. That's why I find it so comedic. Is because it's the same. Believe it or not, it's the same in the UK. It really is the same in the UK. Like you've got these guys sat in the bar, sat in the pub, right? And then you're like, fuck me, do you see that new pothole on fucking Camembert Road or whatever? You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter, but it's a fucking pothole that's massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fuckers won't come and fucking clean that up. The fuck, blah, 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 blah. And they're carrying all this, all this fucking shit. Then you get the local fucking Tory, like listening in, going like, now I know how to do this. So then he goes and promises, like, what we'll do is we'll start filling potholes. This is the UK for you. This is how fucking retarded, and I hate using that word. But this is how nuts it really, really is. The Tories, the Tory party, the leading government fucking party in the UK, they set up what they called a pothole hotline. No word of a lie.
Yeah, they got one here.
Right. Really? They've
Yeah.
got, that's fucked. They've got, right, okay, so yes, on such and such market or whatever, yeah, right, there's a new pothole. Okay, bang, 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 bang. What was that noise? Oh, it was just some fucker shooting each other. Oh, okay, thank you. As long as you've reported the pothole, that's fine. Ding, and they put the phone down.
Yeah, it's
like, fucked.
I think it's in Toronto, it's like 611 or something like that.
I have no fucking, no, 611 for me is for getting in touch with my carrier, my phone carrier.
I know, but no,
I don't know.
Star 611 is yours.
No. I
Is it
just
really?
call 611 and it goes.
Because in Rogers it's Star whatever.
I don't know. Fuck Rogers.
Fuck off, man.
Fuck Rogers. Fuck Bell. Fuck Telus. But anyway, the thing is, it's like it's so crazy because you see, and this is one of the reasons why now you talk to young people, and young people are now coming up with these questions saying, well, why aren't you looking at these social justice things, such as having a safe area for people to inject and getting rid of these potholes, and like we need people off the street. Like we need people off the street so they don't die in winter. So let's give them secure areas to sleep and to have, and all various things working for the community, by the community, for the community. Yes. Actually, and that's what young people are doing. And they're also saying, oh, by the way, can you bring the fucking rents down? But you can't do that because you like new houses. And you look at them, they're advertising on all the corners. All these houses, let these new houses starting in the low 500s. Yeah. Low 500s. $500,000 for a fucking house?
Great deals.
Are you fucking kidding me?
There was one sign that said it was literally like starting at 175.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck are they gonna give me? This large cup of coffee? I gotta live my whole life out of this cup of coffee for $175,000.
Exactly.
What the fuck am I gonna get?
It's like
if half a million
100 feet.
If $500,000 can't even get me a fucking an attached, semi-detached.
Oh no!
What am I gonna get for $175,000?
I went on
a place to put my razor blade. That's about it.
yeah, you fuck yeah. And where the fuck is it? It's north. It's north of. You can go. I can't remember the fucking road now, but you can go. It's all north. It's north Whitby, and then you can go all the way through to North Oshawa on this one road. And there's development in Whitby. And then it goes and it's all like it's all fields. Then there's another development, and then there's another development in Oshawa. Then another development after that. So you've got like these 4 developments that's happening. And I stopped the car and I walked across and I looked at these buildings, and there was like 5 of them were complete, and then there was another thing, and I looked at the board on them, and this is like come in and talk about these new townhouses, right? These new townhouses, and all starting at like the late 300s, so early 400s. So this is like massive, fantastic deal for anybody that's there. Now, taking account that Canada is the 2nd largest country on this fucking planet, assuming you go by the construct of man, it's the 2nd largest country on this planet. That these houses would be perfectly fitted into the UK. You know what I mean? They would be. That's how they build houses in the UK. They build them because they want everything in the city. They want it all, you know, and I'm like, you're going to charge 400,000 for that fucking thing. And it's just a brick facade. It's not even made of brick. It's made of fucking wood. Because all these houses were here that were made. There was like 4 or 5. I can't remember. It was 4 or 5. And then you have these that were being still constructed, right? And it was like plywood. It's fucking plywood. And then there's all this facade, which did make them look nice. I must admit, they did look nice when they were finished, right? So you had all this. So I thought, fuck this. And I wish I had my camera, because I should have taken my camera over. And I walked down, and obviously the kind of, it went round on this leftish kind of bend. And I'm looking inside this house, and you could see all the studs and the struts and all these, all wood. And I'm looking at it, and all right, they're going to encase that in this brick. So then you've got this family living here, this family living there. It's going to be like the old slumlords of the 1920s in the UK, where you could literally, the walls were paper thin, and you could literally hear Mrs. Ventura getting fucked by Mr. Ventura, having another fucking 19th child or something like that. And I just thought, this is ridiculous. They're now charging like 450,000 for these houses that are so small that you'd really be disgusted to own, because and it's fucking nuts. And there were so many of them, and there were all people moving into these houses, and I'm like, this is fucking crazy.
You know Ellen?
Crazy.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Yes, I have heard of her. She's the
talk show host.
She's gay.
Yeah.
Yes, right. Okay.
Love
yes.
her to death. Fucking big.
She seems to be a pretty nice person.
I love her to death. I'm a huge fan of hers.
Okay.
I can't watch her show because I'm either sleeping or at Cal Tire, but I'll watch
these things. You have to beep out, or just say work instead of that, because you're gonna have to beep them out.
No, we're not doing anything wrong. I'm not talking bad about it. I love that place.
Okay.
Which I do. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
But what was I gonna say? Now you got me lost. Oh, Ellen DeGeneres. She literally bought the smallest house in Toronto.
Okay.
It's ridiculous. It's
probably $1.5 million or something.
$1.5 million. Try $5 million.
Oh wow, really?
Oh, okay. Like hold on. Hey Google.
Oh god.
Can you show me a picture of the smallest house in Toronto? Yeah, the Ellen she bought this house. That's it right there.
Is it there? Okay. Oh, Google's actually found something. That makes a change. Jesus fuck. And how much is that?
$5 million.
Oh no.
That's what she paid.
$5 million.
Yeah, because she
Canadian dollars for that.
Yeah, because she thought it was cute. I mean, if I had $5 million, then yeah. I
No,
guess.
I wouldn't buy that for $5 million. No.
Yeah, but if it wasn't even a fucking pimple off your ass.
No. Stupid.
Okay, here's a question.
Anything you want.
You have an abundance of money. And I'm saying you're hippie, I'm going to give it to charity.
I wouldn't give it to charity because I don't believe in charity.
Or just start handing out fucking money. Cause
I don't believe in that either.
Well, whatever. Fuck off then. You're more capitalist than you think.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Right?
I won't exploit people, no.
But what I'm saying, though, is if you had an abundance of money where, like, nothing mattered.
So I won the Euro lottery. Let's just say that.
Or the Powerball, $185
yeah.
billion.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then you get $100 million after taxes. Like,
yeah.
But would you buy, like, a Bugatti?
What kind of car would I buy?
No, just saying. The Bugatti is the most expensive car.
No.
It's worth $2.5 million.
No, I wouldn't, no.
Even if it's not even a pimple off your ass,
No.
you don't even care.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You're a fucking dissociate.
Why?
It's the first thing I'd buy.
No.
But I'm a status guy, though.
No. Well, you are, but no, I wouldn't. I would buy if I was to go into that. I'd probably buy a Tesla, and I would look at how environmentally friendly they really are, and then I would buy that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. Because you're all into the fucking environment. I forgot.
Of course. I mean, this heat is being caused not just by the sun getting closer.
Not because of my Escalade. Don't give me that.
Yeah. But this is something that again, and another friend of mine. She's far more of an environmentalist than I am. I mean, she's like real radical person when it comes down to environment.
She wouldn't get it.
I'm pretty fucking gone with it, but she's like, whoa, all this sort of stuff. And she says she just says we were having a conversation. And in this conversation, we were actually talking. I know I'm really boring, but we were talking about pollution and what was causing the pollution. And then she says, "Well, these fuckers in here," and she was talking about in the bar. She says, "They don't really get it. What causes all this pollution?" I'm like, "Well, they're not educated to understand where pollution comes from." Blah 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 and all this. And I'm defending people for being fucking ignorant of not knowing why this is happening around the world. So, and then she says, no, if they understood their cars are nothing in comparison to like tankers and aeroplanes and how much they're really, polluting the planet. And people aren't. They're really truthfully not. They think it's all down to cars. If we all went down to a 1 litre, with a 500-gallon petrol tank, we'd be okay. You know what I mean? So that'd last like maybe. Well, in Canada, it lasts a week, but in other countries, it'd last a lot longer. And stick with the gas guzzling wonderments that you have in North America, then you're fine. But it isn't. And it's the actual when it comes down to the tankers, how the tankers.
Dude, because the first chance I get, I'm buying an Escalade.
No, of course you.
I as much as I will never.
Why not buy a Tesla?
If Tesla made an Escalade?
No, if they built an SUV.
Oh, if they built an SUV, I'd buy it. If it's nice, it's comfortable, and it looks
well,
gangster.
Of course. Well, it would be. Have you seen the Tesla cars? They're fucking
nice cars,
beautiful.
I don't feel like I could fit in one.
Well, no, you're a slightly larger of person. Yes, I get that.
So I don't look like I would fit comfortably in a Tesla.
No, okay. So I understand from that point of view. Yeah, I can look at that. But then they make it.
If they built an Escalade-sized Tesla, right, where I feel comfortable and it looks gangster, I would buy it if it was affordable.
But then you have like your religious fuckers, like your Olsons, turning around and saying, "Well, it's not God's will that we should look after this earth in such a way." So let's just say they did, and then you need the noise there. And this is also something that somebody's told me before. No, they wouldn't buy a Tesla because it doesn't go vroom vroom. They wouldn't do that. But you can buy the packages. that goes with it
Yeah.
that makes that fucking noise, and it's attuned to the car. So as you're changing, as you're going up, and it changes gear, and it sounds like it's changing gear. And
Dude,
it does all those.
That's just like that's nothing. Like that noise thing doesn't even register me. Now, at first it was kind of weird. Like when I first heard a silent car. Well, when I didn't hear the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
As it was coming towards me.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But now that you've seen 4 or 5, I'm like, whatever.
But
that's just
did
stupidity.
say...
We've also been, I feel, brainwashed by the media and the thing. Like, the louder the car, the vroom vroom, the bigger the man you are, the more balls you have.
Yeah, the bigger the penis.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you have small penis syndrome and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, like, all that stuff, like, but I've never cared for that. If you notice, I don't care about the loudest car. I mean, stereo-wise, but that's just for my own entertainment. I'm not trying to piss anybody off. I mean, I know I do it.
Oh, yeah, you do.
But I don't do it to piss anybody. I'm just doing it for my... Listen, it's my car. It's my area. I've worked very hard to get what I have. I may not have a lot, but what I do have is what I have.
Okay,
and
but that's fair enough. I mean, I'm not arguing with that.
Yeah, no.
But the thing is, with electric cars, especially electric cars, I mean, thankfully, even at Oshawa Hospital now, there's two that I know of, 2 parking bays that you can hook up your car to, and which is wonderful. I think it's great. The gradual change is coming, and as much as I've forgotten his name. I can't stand the bastard, but I've forgotten his name. Shit.
Joel Osteen?
No. This guy was an American. He was an American guy, and his idea, which I understand why. It makes perfect sense when he came out with it, was to change all the trucks. The delivery trucks and everything else, change all of those instead of having them as diesel, or for the very, very few that are gasoline, to change them from being diesel to electric. To start with them, because that's when the revolution will really, really come. And he explained it, and I was like, you know something? As much as I fucking hate you, you fucking cunt, the thing is, yep, you're right.
I have to agree with that. I've heard that theory too, and I don't remember the guy's name, but
change it. And I think it would work, because you change all them to electric, and then you get to that. But I mean, you've got that how many ever 58 fucking tons or whatever they are,
and even like the long haul trucks and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of safety because you can program the thing so you have to charge it after a 12-hour drive.
You can do anything with them.
No, what I'm saying,
so the drivers would have to pull off.
They would have to pull off. So
they have no option.
Yeah. They would have to pull off and charge their fucking trucks. And it would take 8 hours, so they have to go to sleep.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they've changed in Europe now. They don't have the old... I don't know about here, to be honest with you. They don't have the old tachograph, which you could change mid-drive sort of thing. You could do that. They don't have that anymore. It's all electronic over in Europe, where drivers are.
No, they still do the books. My brother just does the books.
Yeah.
Well, my brother's driver, but he has the. It'll start like so from the moment he gets in his truck. So just say 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Cross it, and he has to do it every hour.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, then he gets in trouble. But you can't even It's weird because he tells me, he's like, some guys will give you they'll give you leeway. So if he starts at 5:45, 5 o'clock, and he's got to be somewhere for 7, well, he can't stop at 6 o'clock and then write a little line. And if he's a little late and it's like he's 5 minutes away, and 7 o'clock he stop his truck, do another little line, right? He'll he want to go from like point A to point B and then fill it in, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of the guys, they want the little line. So if he's done an hour and he can't do it while he's driving, I'm like, like the poor guy, he's like, what the fuck do I do?
Pull over and do it. That's
well, that's what he does.
But that's where you see that the bureaucracy has gone fucking stupid. You know, I can understand why people are so livid at stupidity. But, I mean, okay, yes, we need drivers of trucks, long hauls especially, to pull off, have their sleep, get back on the road again, not drink, not do the things that they do, and then drive safely. Because one of those things is going to fucking kill a lot of people, which it already has done so many times.
I mean, look at the comedian there, from 30 Rock, Tracy Morgan, the Walmart truck driver that fucking hit him while he was coming back from a comedy show that he did.
Oh, okay.
Killed his buddies and stuff like that. And the guy was driving for like 26 hours straight.
So, yeah, it was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid. But like that, I can understand. That I get. But coming back to the points that you were making earlier on, I mean, like the real things that are affecting society, when you're looking at the shootings and all that, and then they're just like, oh, no, we don't want that. We'll have that driver filling this book out and then doing that first, rather than dealing with the shit of what's around us.
No, and it was funny because there was going back to that whole thing that would segue back to the beginning of this whole conversation. The night they had that fucking press conference, there was 3 shootings.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see no press conference.
No. No.
And they do the whole like guns for amnesty and stuff like that.
Yeah, they did a lot there this time.
Yeah, listen, I get it. People bringing guns, but like, listen, the true gangbangers are not going to hand in their guns for a free trip to Canada's Wonderland.
Oh no.
You know what I mean? It doesn't work, and I don't know. I don't got the answers of what's going on. I mean, we got that fucking crazy guy fucking escaping Cam H, and now he's somewhere in fucking China. Did you hear about that?
No.
This guy, he fucking cleavered a whole family.
Oh, wow.
A couple years ago.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I remember.
And now he's in China.
Oh, wow.
How the fuck did a crazy guy leave Nutton's house, jump on an airplane, and go to China?
Somehow.
Don't give me this somehow.
No, obviously he's gone through the criminal underground and he's got whatever papers he needs to get.
So he wasn't that crazy then, was he?
No, he wasn't. Of course not. Of course not. But it's when you...
Well, let's not worry about that guy because nobody was told that he was in China.
No.
We got to worry about those fucking stereos in the cars.
Yeah.
There's a fucking... a meat cleaver wielding motherfucker running around... with them fucking stereos, bro.
Yeah, that's
they're
true.
fucking with their fucking what do you call those? The pacemakers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like no.
They made my heart skip a beat.
Yeah, but they do that. I mean, that's the whole thing. And then they'll say, well, okay, this you can't use. I don't know. Have you ever watched the British version of Top Gear? Did you ever watch that?
I've seen it.
Well, the 3 original, well, not the 3 original, but the 3 people that were very popular, they got fucked off because of something that Jeremy Clarkson said, which was very racist. And anyway, but what they said was that they started to do silly fucking experiments and about like, okay, if you go to a gas station. Excuse me, and you're filling up your car, and then they tell you to turn your phone off. What actually causes the explosion? So they went like, fuck it, let's find out if these. Well, they hate caravans, so they filled this caravan, right, with fucking petrol upon gasoline, right? Filled the fucking thing. They put like 20 phones in there, 20 mobile phones. And they said, right, we'll ring them. So they called all these 20 phones, and they kept ringing and ringing and ringing. There's all these fumes in there. There's nothing. Absolutely fucking shit. And it never exploded. And there's like 20 phones in there, and this place is full with fumes. Nothing. Not a fucking zilch. So they got this guy, and they attached this guy to a copper wire. And all the way and copper wire, and then ran it all the way into this same caravan and then they refilled it full of gasoline, all these phones and everything else, and then pretended a couple of people were in there. And they had him in the windbreakers, the windbreakers from the 1980s, like the shell suits that they had.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately are making a comeback, which is ridiculous. But
I can't wait.
No, fuck no. Fuck no. And then they had it, and they had this guy rub himself really, really vigorously, right? And then go to touch this copper wire. He touched the copper wire, and obviously the speed of light, boom, the whole thing fucking exploded because it was the spark that lit the fumes. It was, boom.
Because a lot of people don't realize that the actual gasoline
is pretty docile.
Yeah, it's not what's flammable. It's the fumes.
It's the fumes.
And then the gasoline actually holds the flame. That's what makes it burn. But like,
it's like with the injector. To make that correct, I mean the injector injects it like a mist form, and then it explodes.
But the actual liquid itself isn't what ignites the.
No, you can drop a cigarette into it, and it won't light.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I just
no. But they did this, and they started doing these experiments. It's the same as coming back to the pothole thing again, right? And I understand where the government gets it. Look, we can't fill all these potholes in overnight, and everybody's going like, yes, you fucking can. Yes, you can. No, you can't. So they did what they did. They did this other experiment about re-tarmacking a road, like re-asphalting a road, and they said, okay, let's fucking do this. We can do this shit better than any of these contractors because these contractors are working for the government. So the only thing they want to do is earn money and get money out of it. And the contractors are going like, have at it. There you go. There's all our equipment. Get on with it. So they did, right? So then they had to keep going back to this place that was making the asphalt. And they said, you're back? Yeah, well, we're making this batch for this particular road. Nope, we want it first. So, okay. So they gave them there. So this other company was coming in for their asphalt. And they would say, well, where's our asphalt? No, well, we'll give it to them. What the fuck? We've got this to fucking do. So they're having this, like, every time. And eventually, they ran out of asphalt. They ran out of it. And the road that they'd done, because it was done at such a poor quality, the road was fucking shit. It was garbage. There's no way. Yeah, they'd have to do it all over again because the road was garbage. Absolute fucking garbage. Oh, yeah, that looks okay. That's fine. It's all windy and shit and fuck. You know what I mean? Complete fucking garbage. Yep, that's fine. But that's what people don't understand. They're looking for these quick fixes. And they think, what we can do is just throw some fucking asphalt in there. It'll last for the next 20 years. It doesn't work that way.
I wish it was like that.
Yeah, it'd be so good, but it doesn't. It doesn't work that way at all. But that's people. That's what people think these days.
I don't understand it. I fucking...
No.
Like I said, there was 3 shootings that night, and I'm just like... But we're going to worry about the cars.
Yeah. We're going to worry about if that wheel is round.
And next year... If you notice, everybody still has pit bulls. They've been banned for 9 years.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have any pit bulls around here.
No.
But I see pit bulls all the time. Everybody's got a new fucking pit bull. Where'd you get this? I thought they were banned.
Yeah.
No, look at the guy down the street breathes them.
He breathes them, yeah.
I thought they were banned. Fuck, nobody cares. Until next year.
Well, I mean, the thing that in the UK again, it was the Dangerous Dogs Act, and they basically banned pit bulls. And then people went from pit bulls. They went to
German Shepherd.
No, they went to. They changed from the pit bulls and went to another smaller bull terrier. And these bull terriers were obviously, if it's a bull terrier, there's a lot of explanation in the name of the dog. It's a bull terrier, so basically it's a dog that's a terrier of bulls. You know what I mean? So it's doing a job. That's what it's bred for, is to do that. It's the same as a Yorkshire Terrier. Many people don't understand what a Yorkshire Terrier was bred for initially, and they were they were ratter dogs. What they sent them in to basically chase the rats out, because the rats were terrified of these little fucking vicious bastards. And what they're fucking awful. I fucking hate them. They're fucking like chihuahuas and shit like that. You know, like fuck off, boom.
Dude, you know, no, we're not trying to interrupt because you just made me think. You know what I've always wanted?
No.
You're gonna laugh.
Probably. So
I've always wanted 2 dogs, right? Not to replace Slim, but I always wanted 2 dogs, and eventually I'm gonna get this. Well, one I'm gonna call like King Kong or something like that, and a little Chihuahua show up, and then have like another like a little like princess or something for another one,
Yeah.
and have this beast.
Yeah.
So like I just be like, "Hey, princess," and all of a sudden this fucking beast comes in.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Anyway, you don't want me to call fucking King Kong now, do you?
Oh man, no. No. People have said because of where I'm from, they said, "Well, what about you having a Yorkie?" Like, fuck off. No. Fuck.
You don't like anything from England.
No, I do. I love the fact that England won the World Cricket Championship. That was absolutely.
You didn't go to Cineplex to watch it?
No, I didn't. No.
They were playing it on the Cineplex in Oshawa.
Oh, good on them. Good on them. No, there are things I like. There are things like the weather in England now is quite warm. So, global warming, or whatever you want it, climate change. We should call it by its proper name. I really, really want to say human climate change. What happened is
I have a question about that, but go on.
Yeah, that's sure. What we now see is that the weather in the UK, they actually do get snow in winter, and they get sun in summer. So things, okay, whatever. But what I don't like is I love the country. I don't like the way that the people have turned into a mini America. That's what I can't stand about it. That's what they've turned into.
Fair enough. That climate change and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Could it just be that the world is just changing?
That is one of the things that many people said at the very beginning.
I'm not denying climate change.
No. Well, no. What happened was at the beginning there was the people say, "Oh no, it's just natural. It's the Earth changes go through these." They're still using this argument today, by the way.
That's why I've always
the Earth goes through these rotational changes because of the various seasonal changes on it. Like over 100 years, it changes from this, changes from that. But no, the studies that have been done by thousands of scientists, they've run all these various experiments, and the truth is that in the last I think it's 70 years, it would be 70 years now, because of the way that we have been living our lives over the last 70 years, the human produced climate change is real, and we have to change because we're very, very close to the tip over point, which we are seeing over the last few years, that the tip over point is coming, and we're never going to get away from that. That's going to be possibly. It could possibly lead to a species extinction event. I mean, I was disgusted when you look at it over the last 45 years. We as a species has killed off 55% of wildlife on this planet. It's fucking insane what we're doing to this planet, and it needs to change. But then you've got the people who turn around and say, "Well, no, it's just natural. The Earth will correct itself." She will correct herself. She'll get rid of humans. She'll get rid of humans, and then she'll go back to as it was before. It's fine. No problem.
Yeah.
I mean, but do we really want that? I don't think most of us do. We want our lineage to carry on, but we want it on a planet that's sustainable. And again, you look at the things that are coming out from people. They say, well, instead of wanting to travel to fucking Mars on a rocket, why not plant 1 billion trees? Then, sure. You know what I mean? And then you go to Timmy's, and now it's like plant-based burgers. They're now going from... Have you ever tried one?
It fucking tastes like cagats.
Yeah, I think you need to change your mind on that. I had a veggie burger today, and that was very good.
Listen,
Very good.
if I want a pickle, I go eat a pickle. I'm not against vegetables. Listen, I've seen the list. Have you seen the list of shit that's in the fucking plant-based burger?
List of shit?
Yeah, there's a lot more chemicals and shit that's in there than a fucking regular burger.
I would have to see what you mean by that. It's a conspiracy theory, I think, coming up from that one.
Oh, you think that's what it is?
I think so, because it's the same as people say that you look at. I had this discussion with somebody, and because I believe so much in the environment, and they're turning around and say, well, okay, how can you believe in GMOs? You've got to look at what a GMO is and what it's being developed for. It's not to change human DNA, and it's not to change how we are growing.
No,
so if you were to eat GMOs, which we've been eating GMOs for God knows how long now, and the same people say, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, do you eat pears?" Yeah, I eat pears. Okay, so you've been eating modified food for a long, long time, probably all your life, and it's the same with bananas, and it's the same with apples, and all these different things. And this is how, and no, this is GMOs.
The idea of
genetically modified. Well, what do you think a fucking pear is?
Yeah, well, the idea of GMOs was just to help the people sustain enough food for everybody.
No, the thing
originally
the thing with GMOs is instead of, which I fully agree with, instead of having to spray thousands upon thousands, and just imagine around the world, millions probably, of tons of pesticides on fruit and vegetables and things in the field.
Yeah.
What they're doing is genetically modifying that plant, still to be as nutritious as it is, but to repel the aphids and things such as that naturally, which is like the aphids don't want to go eat these fucking things because it's just not good for them, so they go elsewhere or die, which is what we want to happen. Because, like you look at it, the aphid population goes through the fucking roof, and then you get the ladybird populations go through the roof because they now can eat all the aphids, and the aphids die. But do we want to go down that route? No, because we don't want all these pesticides being pumped into the air and pumped into the ground and eventually making it so that ground is unsustainable. No, but if you grow GMO food, and that's naturally anathema to that aphid or to whatever bug it is, guess what? But it isn't going to change you into Frankenstein. It's not going to change you into Frankenstein. Because, as I say, when you look at the food that we already eat, it's been modified over time. I mean, you look at it, that still it even comes down to flowers. You look at the tulip fields in Holland, and you've got all these rows of yellows and pinks and blues and all these different things, and they're going like, wait a second, but that's man-made. That's men. Or women, whichever, like people, and they've cross-pollinated certain things, and then produced this this new tulip, and hey, there you go. And they do that all the time, and they do it with fruits, potatoes, and etc.
Okay, two more things.
Okay,
because you got to go pick up Tasia, and it's 20 to 8.
Okay, if she's finished, I don't know.
First things first. You guys have dinner yet?
Dinner?
Yeah.
Have we had dinner?
She's working, so you didn't have dinner.
It doesn't matter. She blows me away. I'm not kidding you. I did speak to you a little bit before about this. She could eat you and Steve under the table. and I'm not kidding you. She's literally. She says she came to me the other day, and she puts her head on my shoulder and she says, "I'm really, really sorry." And I'm like, what have you done? And she says, "I'm really, really, really sorry." I said, "Babe, what have you done?" Because I'm beginning to fucking worry now. You know what I mean? What have you done? She says, "I've put on 2 pounds." And she's increased weight by 2 pounds. So she's 120 pounds now instead of 118. And I'm like, what the fuck? And she said, "Yeah, I know. I'll lose it." I said, "Fucking lose it." I said, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And she's like really, really, really going. And like, it doesn't matter. Seriously, it's fine. Absolutely fine. But fuck me, the amount of food she can eat is just unbelievable.
Because I'm either leaning towards Chinese food or Indian food, so I don't want to go by myself.
I don't know. I don't know what she wants to do. I really, really don't know what she wants to do. I'll tell you what, if you want to meet us in Oshawa and she can drive your car, just to prove to her like how absurd automatics are compared to
Yeah.
I will put that to her and then message her. But yeah,
She has her G1, right?
yeah. She won't go on the road. She just goes. She's just learning.
Well, no, because I was gonna say we can have sushi over here then.
Yeah.
Because she owes me a sushi date. I guess we'll bring you.
Yeah, sure. Okay, well. But she's the shit that she can eat is just astronomical.
And then
it's
the last
beyond a joke.
The last thing I was gonna bring up before we go, because it's fucking hot.
Yeah, it's very, very hot.
And I'm running out of steam here. Area 51. Are you gonna jump in?
I would love to. Because that to me is fucking hilarious. That they're gonna because the American the Americans actually mobilise certain aspects of their what the fuck do they call them? Their local military, whatever they are. Anyway, they sent in. They said, "Don't do it. Whatever you do, don't do it because we'll have to kill people."
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, they all like this 150,000 or 2 million or whatever number they want to go with. They're all
dude. This is gonna be natural selection. They've done it themselves.
Oh my god, it's so hilarious.
Because you're at that point, you can't blame the government after for shooting them.
Well, it says stay away under deadly force. You know what I mean?
Not even that they've gone on TV. We will shoot you.
Yeah,
like,
fucking funny.
We will drone attack, whatever it is.
Yeah,
I don't care how many millions of people show up. We will shoot.
We will kill you.
Yeah, like don't come. I can't. I hope it. What is it? Bleacher Report said they were going to stream it live that day.
Yeah, they were going to do the whole thing.
The Daily News from England said they were going to.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't wait.
Oh, fuck.
I may call in sick from work to see the carnage.
Yeah.
I'm just like, there's going to be people getting shot. This is going to be beautiful. Like, I think there's no inquiry. There's no nothing.
No, but I mean, it is a government facility. And yes. Is the dodgy things going on there? Probably, because it's military, and they develop all these various things to kill other people of other nations and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be.
Is there an alien there? Maybe there's a little green guy, but who cares?
It really doesn't matter, because that it comes back to the whole fucking thing about religion. If there is that little green guy there, right, that kills every single fucking religion that's on this fucking planet, because we aren't the only people in the universe, which we're not anyway. But the thing is, we're not there is dead living proof, if you want to call it that there is this. So, like, give us our alien.
And then there's no more wars. There's no more wars because nobody gives a fuck anymore.
No. Oh, we're waiting for these fuckers to come down from space and say.
And all the money's gone.
Yeah.
Of course you got something to protect.
Of course.
But I don't want to hear after, they shouldn't have shot at us. The first person, because I know Gail's going to be the first one on there on the Facebook. Gail, if you're listening, don't fucking do it. That's my message to Gail. Don't fucking do it.
No.
Don't tell me that they shouldn't have shot at them. They've been saying for weeks now, we will shoot you.
Do not come. Do not be involved.
Yeah. Like, I'm just waiting for one little French guy. We're like, Viva les Stones.
But they will. I mean, okay, should it be opened up? Why should it be so secretive? But then you've got the B-2 bomber. You've got all these various different things that they've developed down there. And you look at it all started off with the nuclear explosions and how they developed the bomb.
Yeah.
And it went into Area 51. They was doing all the, they've got these different places. And as a consequence of that, the secretiveness is there. Because they don't want the Chinese, which the Chinese already know, because they just go along and hack into the American computers and say, oh, you're making it. Like, did you see that? And I mean, but no, it's really just it's only a cardboard mock-up. It's not a real fucking stealth aircraft. Yeah, okay. No. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? The Chinese know how to build boats. They know how to do that, and airplanes. And then they've also got these other things called guns and shit. They know that. So
I wonder if this meme will come up. There was a meme that made me laugh. I know it shouldn't be. Fuck off, cunt.
Okay.
No, there's this fucking girl. She don't get the fucking
Which girl?
Some girl.
What's her name?
That's the truth. I can't remember. She's just annoying. I haven't talked. I've erased her from my phone. She keeps calling me. Or not calling me, texting me.
Text her back and say fuck off.
I'm being rude. You can tell I'm being rude. Like I'm one answer. Like I don't know. Since Android's updated their thing, the new texting is pretty good because it gives you like possible answers. I don't even have to type. So like, hey, how's your day today? Right? And you can pick like, okay, having fun. What about you? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can just like push me like, fuck it, I don't care. So she's like, oh, I got nothing planned today. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, you can tell that I don't give a fuck the way I'm answering, right?
Is she nice? Is she a nice girl?
No, dude, everything's got to be about her, bro.
Oh.
Like, we're working overtime. She texts me and say, oh, I guess you don't want to talk to me anymore. Listen, bitch, I got to work. Just because I can't talk to you in the last 24 hours, it's not about you. I have work. I got these little things, they're called gimmicks that come in the mail. Bills. Okay, I got to pay those gimmicks.
Yeah.
Right? Don't fucking tell me, oh, you don't have time to talk. No, I don't. I got to pay these bills. Like, just leave.
She could be the love of your life, though.
Nah.
She could. She could be the one that gives
The
you...
one girl I met yesterday, she's cute and funny.
Who?
Her name is Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
What's her... Is she Lindsay?
I've known... I don't know her. I remember when I was working at the Mustache Co. She came a couple times. Right? And we would talk and stuff like that. And then she saw me yesterday, and she was just like, I've always had a crush on you. And I'm like, really? And she's just like, I want your number. And she's been texting me ever since.
Well, that's good. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry. My
Yeah,
apologies.
fucking hell.
My apologies. I do apologize.
Is that the wife?
No.
Oh.
No. You can do the official announcement, though, at any particular time that you so wish. It's no problem.
The initial for announcement for what?
For her having her ring thing.
Oh, yeah, he's getting married, everyone. Jeez. Am I still going to be the... Please tell me.
As far as I know, I'm literally having nothing to do with it. Because like we went and we booked the hall for the engagement party.
The Jack and Jill.
That's what you call it. This is like
it's a money grab.
It's like out there to me.
That is just to grab money for people.
I seriously, dude. I'm like, I explained in the UK what we do. We get invited to an engagement party. So there's an engagement party. You go to this place it's a room, usually above a pub or a hall or something, and it has a bar. And then you go up and then you buy your drinks and things.
Have a good time.
Have a good time and then fuck off home. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all fine. And because you get engaged. And I don't know if they do it in Australia the same way or if they do it in New Zealand the same way or wherever. But that's how they do it. This
is just like the engagement party, except there'll be games and stuff like that. Like someone will buy usually what happens is that the wedding party, who's ever in it. Have you figured out who's in your wedding party?
Me? No.
Like the groomsmen and the groomswomen?
No, I'm not touching that. No.
You have to.
Why?
Well, you have to pick your best man, your groomsman.
Well, I know what my best man is, but the thing is, it's like, okay.
So now those guys, whoever's in your groom's party, right, have to figure out the prizes and stuff. So see if they can get stuff donated and stuff like that for your wedding. So if they know somebody like at the Air Canada Center or something, like, hey, listen, can you hook me up with a pair of tickets? I got someone who needs a wedding. Get those. Then you can raffle that off, and all the money goes to pay for your wedding.
Wow.
Or you get like a big fucking Texas Mickey of Captain Morgan, right? Everybody plays the tuning game. So what happens is everybody gets
somebody was talking about that last night.
Yeah, someone goes on the other side of the room, they slide a fucking toonie. Whoever gets the closest toonie to the bottle wins the bottle.
Okay.
But, bro, like, everybody's so fucking drunk. It's literally an hour of people throwing fucking toonies down the thing, and you keep all the toonies.
Oh, wow.
And you make like $200 or $300 before you get rid of the fucking Mickey.
Oh, wow. Okay. As I say, I don't know. The Bobby and Taja, they're the ones who's doing it.
Yeah.
They're dealing with all that because this is all.
We've already figured out.
Alien.
I'm getting entrance music.
Alien to me.
And I'm wearing a Pope hat.
I don't give a fuck. I really don't.
I'm wearing a Pope hat.
I don't.
The collar, I may come in with one of them fucking staffs like fucking Moses.
I've not a clue. I mean, it's gonna. I want it to be fun. I don't want it to be all this, all this fucking.
I want entrance music.
Where they're playing the fucking, the organs and shit. I don't want none of that.
I want entrance music.
Fuck no. I want it to be fun. I want the people to. I mean, the way that me and her have been talking. I mean. Our wedding vows, I think, will make people laugh.
Her mom's gonna fucking freak.
I don't even know she's gonna come. I think she will.
She might get fucking.
I think she will.
She might get fucking. But what's his name from fucking 700 Club to show up?
I don't know who.
The fucking what's his name? The other guy, the old guy. I'm just making fun of him. This is earlier in the show.
Oh, Pat thing. Robinson.
Yeah, Pat Robinson.
Yeah.
He might show up to that.
Oh, he could come. He could come, but there again.
You see the fucking Jews.
Then he's gonna fucking suffer the shit that he's gonna suffer. You know what I mean? I don't mind. I don't mind religious people being there. That's all fucking cool by me. I don't give a shit.
Just don't push it. I don't.
Don't. No.
Oh,
it could be my wedding day, but I'm not going to let you fucking go. I'm like a rabid dog when it comes down to that.
No, exactly. And I could just see us be like, just the fucking Jews have let this guinea eye tie pretending he's a priest. A pope, no matter.
Yeah.
Just the Jews, the fucking Jews.
Yeah. And that's what it is. But it should be a fun day. But the engagement, the hall's booked for the engagement. Come whatever, I don't know. Like I said, Bobby's organising it, so I have no fucking.
I know. I'm helping with the bachelor party.
Not having one.
Huh?
Not having one.
Oh, we're having one.
No.
Dude,
you may have one, but I won't be there.
Oh, you'll be there.
No.
Dude,
no.
I gotta kidnap you. What are you doing?
No.
Oh yeah, dude. Dude. Don't shake your fucking head.
I'm shaking my head. I'm not having one of those. It's no.
Dude, the best one we're gonna have. I'm building a swivel.
Oh, what?
A swivel.
A swivel.
So you know those things on a table where like you put like condiments or food or whatever, and you just spin it
Yeah.
around? I'm gonna get a human-sized one.
Okay.
And a big picture of a donkey, like wall size, maybe the size of this flag right here.
Well, that is a donkey picture.
Fuck off.
It is. Yeah.
Not funny.
Yeah.
Right?
Draw some balls on it. There you go.
Shut up. Speaking of balls, we'll get the girl who shoots ping pong balls out of her snatch. Right?
I'm not paying for that.
I'll pay for it, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Even the building of the swivel. And we swivel her around as an aiming tool. In fact, we could probably put a target between her tits. And then that's the way we pin the tail on the donkey that night. You just tap her in the head and poof. Right in the head.
I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that. No.
You don't have to.
I'm not.
Sit there, drink. I'm playing all night.
No, I ain't doing that fucking shit. No. That's fine. But then again, I'm not touching another woman, so that's fine. It's okay. It's cool.
No touching. I get it. You don't want to touch another woman. I get it. No worries. But we're going to have naked women at your bachelor party.
Well, if I'm there.
You'll be there.
If I'm there.
You'll be there.
Okay, we can carry on this ad infinitum, but I don't think so.
Yeah, we can do that over dinner if sushi.
I don't know.
If she says
I really don't know what she wants. If she will want something. She will want something because
I'm going to text her right now.
She's at work.
I know. Oh, that's what I'm going to text her. Hold on.
Sure.
Tasha.
So do I carry on the show myself now?
No. It's just because.
But no, it's going to be. I don't know. Maybe the engagement party is in September. The official day. I don't even know if I have to ask her to marry me again at that point.
No,
I don't know.
No, the Jack and Jill, you don't have to.
I don't know. You see, this is all so alien to me. I'm really like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it's like,
yeah, Jack and Jill.
But she was saying that what theme do you want? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You pick a theme.
Why?
Everybody has a theme.
Why?
It's a new thing.
It's not a new thing. It's stupid. I completely, and that's where I literally said, I put my hands up and I said, you know something, you deal with it. That's like, if you need some money, let me know, and then we'll
Tell
deal with it.
him you want sushi for dinner.
She wants sushi all the time.
I know, but now we can have it.
No, fuck. I have never. Wow, dude. Seriously. We did never. There's a place that we went to the other day in Ajax.
Yeah.
And it was all you could eat.
Rainbow sushi.
No.
There's one by my house too, the original rainbow one. That was in Ajax.
But this place, and it was awful.
Really?
It was truly, truly awful.
Sushi today is the best. Best price, best food. I don't care what anybody says.
It really is good. Really is good. In comparison to this place, that place was garbage.
Even the one at the Whippy Mall there is cheap, but
no,
I don't like it. No, man, it wasn't that great.
No.
I like the iPad thing. That's what I like.
Oh, they all have that now. Where you
the original rainbow here,
still
on a card. I spend most of my time fucking Googling what I'm fucking ordering. This is all written in fucking Chinese. I'm like, oh, we're in Canada, bro. I get your Chinese and I understand it, or Japanese, whatever the fuck I'm eating right now. But like, okay, this is what it is in Chinese or Japanese, wherever the fuck we're here, all right? Put the fucking translation on the bottom, on the top, somewhere on the side. I need a translation of what I'm fucking eating here.
What, into Italian?
No, in English. I don't give a fuck about Italian either, man. I don't.
Oh, okay.
If I was in Italy, I'd translate in Italian. I don't give a fuck. Wait. I don't give a fuck if they translate in Italian. I'm in Canada. Why would the fuck would I want to translate in Italian?
It could be French. It should be French and English.
Whatever. Even French have the rights. I don't give a fuck about them either.
French and English. That should have it.
Listen, the center of the world is in Ontario, as you can see, because apparently we're in the core of the heat.
Yes. It's hot.
Apparently there's nowhere hotter in the world.
Oh, no, there must be.
Apparently today there was nothing hotter in the world.
Gotta be. On the equator, it's gotta be hotter than here.
Maybe.
Oh, and in the Middle East, it will be hotter than here, definitely. But yeah, I mean, there was on the radio the other day. It was saying like it's almost as hot as Cuba, which is sure that's okay.
But I'd rather have Cuba because there's no humidity there.
Well, that's one thing she was saying to me. She says that we would love. I will love Jamaica when we go to Jamaica.
There's no humidity.
Because there's the heat is there, but there's no humidity. So I will come back a very different colour, I think. Because I will sunbathe and really take in the rays if that's the case. And I will come back a significantly different colour than what I am now.
Oh, God, so.
Yeah, I do. I don't go red. I don't do that. You know that glowing tan that people have when they go and have holidays in warm places. I don't go that. I go this very deep brown colour.
Oh, deep. Oh,
brown.
God, so.
Deep brown. I literally change. My pigmentation changes. But I understand that because it was... no.
What?
No,
read the fucking... That was the meme I was talking about. I finally found it.
Oh, what?
It's R. Kelly. Read the caption.
Area 15 here I come. Fucking hellfire.
That was from Johnny Stugatz.
Of course.
He's the king of memes. I love him.
Yeah, he sends me a few through. They're funny.
There's some of them, like, there was one where I was like, ooh, if this gets into the wrong hands. There was like 4 women looking at like construction paper, like the blueprints. And on the bottom was like what the blueprints were. It was like how to make a sandwich. I was like,
fuck off.
I was like, oh man, if this gets into the wrong hands.
No, you don't fucking go there.
The other one was like the Meth Watch program. Apparently these things are fucking all over Oshawa.
Meth Watch? Is that real or is it some fucker being a dick?
I don't know. He said they're posted all over around his house. Like on the poles and stuff. Let me see. Meth Watch.
I don't know.
.ca. Let's see what this is. If this is Adobe Flash. No, I'm not getting Adobe Flash.
Why?
Takes too much out of the computer.
Did it fuck?
Shut up. No one's asking you anyways.
It's Adobe Flash.
Yeah, it takes too much.
You need it. No, it doesn't.
What's
See that you've got a
methamphetamine?
shit computer.
No, I don't have a.
Okay, then, so you should be fine. What's the memory? What's the RAM on it?
Dude, enough that I can run Adobe. I just don't want to run Adobe.
Yeah, you should. It's good.
No, in today's technology, you don't need Adobe.
Yeah, but if it runs on there, you
but-
need it.
But you don't need it anymore. Like, look, none of the smartphones run on Adobe.
We know this.
And they run the same fucking program. So
But I've got to talk to you afterwards anyway, because I need somebody to fix my phone.
Yeah.
I need somebody to fix my phone.
Oh, now you need someone to. Oh, before.
No, I can't fix it. I will just destroy it. So
I will get you a new phone, but you don't want that.
no.
You don't want me to.
No, I need this to be fixed.
You need the buttons to be fixed, right?
I need this to be fixed.
Yeah, okay. I know a place that's good. Yeah. It's in the Whippy Mall. Anyways, I will show you later. I got to show you my court papers. That's what I was doing. That was what I'm buying.
Oh, right. Okay. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, I will see you next week, guys.
We most certainly will. Peace to everyone, and let's be
If not,
environmentally friendly.
If we don't fucking die of this fucking heat, Jesus Christ.
Plant trees.
Plant trees.
Plant trees.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody plant trees.
Bye.
Bye.